Men today are weaker than they've ever been, not because they want to be, but because they've been slowly conditioned into it. Look around. Low energy, no discipline, no aggression, no edge, always tired, always distracted, always numbing themselves with scrolling, junk food, and cheap dopamine. And the scary part is most of you think this is normal. It's not normal. Your testosterone is dropping every single year. Studies show men lose about 1% annually. But for many of you, it's dropping much faster because of how you live. And testosterone isn't just a hormone you check once a year on a blood test. It controls your muscle growth, bone density, confidence, drive, mood, fat distribution, and how masculine you feel when you walk into a room. Low testosterone doesn't just make you smaller, it makes you softer, more passive, less hungry. So let's stop pretending this is random. Here are the habits silently draining your testosterone. And if you don't fix them, you will slowly turn into a weaker version of yourself. First, you are sleeping like someone who doesn't value strength. Most men stay up late scrolling or watching things that add nothing to their life. Then they drag themselves through the next day, wondering why they feel foggy and unmotivated. Research from the University of Chicago showed that men who slept only 5 hours per night saw testosterone drop by up to 15% in just 1 week. That's not a minor dip, that's a crash. You can train hard and eat clean, but if you cut sleep, your hormones suffer. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. Keep your room cool and dark. Get off your phone at least an hour before bed. Blue light disrupts melatonin, and melatonin affects your entire hormonal rhythm. Sleep is not laziness, it is biological repair. Second, you are not training in a way that demands testosterone. Your body produces testosterone when it believes you need to be strong. If you sit most of the day and barely challenge yourself physically, why would your body invest energy in making you powerful? Resistance training, especially heavy compound movements like squats, deadlifts, presses, and pull-ups, sends a clear signal to your system. We need strength. Research in strength and conditioning journals has shown that short, intense sessions can create noticeable spikes in testosterone for up to 48 hours. Notice the key words: short and intense. Not 2 hours of wandering around the gym, not endless light cardio while scrolling. Train 3 to 4 days a week, lift heavy, rest properly, leave. Third, your diet is built for comfort, not hormones. Modern food is engineered for convenience and taste, not optimal biology. When your daily intake revolves around processed oils, sugar, and ultra-refined foods, your body gets calories, but not the micronutrients it needs to produce testosterone efficiently. Testosterone production depends heavily on zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. If you are deficient in these, your hormonal output suffers. Zinc deficiency alone has been shown to dramatically reduce testosterone levels in men. You need nutrient-dense foods: red meat, eggs, whole foods rich in minerals, healthy fats like olive oil and avocado. Testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol, so chronically low-fat diets can hurt you more than help. You can't expect elite hormones from a convenience store diet. Fourth, excess body fat is working against you. Fat tissue contains an enzyme called aromatase. Aromatase converts testosterone into estrogen. The more fat you carry, the more conversion takes place. This is why many overweight men experience lower energy, lower drive, and more estrogen-related symptoms over time. It's not about aesthetics, it's chemistry. Lose fat and you reduce aromatase activity. Reduce aromatase and you protect your testosterone. Fifth, your environment is full of hormone disruptors. Plastics are everywhere. Bottled water, food containers, packaging. Some plastics contain chemicals like BPA that can act as estrogen mimics in the body. You don't have to live like a hermit, but you can make smarter choices. Use glass or stainless steel bottles. Avoid heating food in plastic. Reduce exposure where possible. You cannot eliminate all environmental exposure, but small reductions over time matter. Sixth, you are overheating the one organ responsible for testosterone production. Your testicles are outside your body for a reason. They require a temperature slightly lower than your core. Tight jeans, synthetic underwear, and keeping a laptop on your lap for hours can increase scrotal temperature. Even modest increases in temperature have been associated with reduced sperm production and potential hormonal impact. Wear breathable fabrics. Avoid excessive heat. Respect your biology. 7th, you are addicted to overstimulation. Constant corn use and frequent release flood your brain with dopamine. Over time, your brain adapts. It becomes less sensitive. Real life feels less exciting. Your drive decreases. While debates continue around the hormonal impact, what is clear is that chronic overstimulation affects motivation and reward pathways. And testosterone is closely tied to dominance behavior, motivation, and competitive drive. Try 7 days without corn. Redirect that energy into training, work, and real-world goals. Observe the difference in your focus and intensity. 8th, chronic stress is crushing you. When stress remains elevated for long periods, cortisol stays high. Cortisol and testosterone have an inverse relationship. When one is chronically elevated, the other tends to suffer. Modern life is filled with mental stress but very little physical outlet. Training, cold exposure, breath work, and problem solving are ways to reduce baseline stress levels. If you are constantly anxious and overwhelmed, your hormonal profile will reflect that state. 9th, and this is where most men fall apart. You have no purpose. You can optimize your diet. You can train hard. You can sleep well. But if you wake up without direction, without a mission, your body senses it. Purpose creates demand. Demand creates adaptation. Adaptation influences hormones. Men who compete, build, lead, and chase meaningful goals often experience higher energy and stronger hormonal profiles because their lifestyle demands it. A man drifting through life rarely produces peak testosterone. Now here is a simple 7-day reset plan. Day 1, commit to 8 hours of sleep. Day 2, perform a heavy full-body workout. Day 3, eliminate processed junk and eat nutrient-dense meals. Day 4, get 20 minutes of morning sunlight to support vitamin D production. Day 5, replace plastic bottles with steel or glass. Day 6, eliminate corn and overstimulation. Day 7, write down one serious goal and take action toward it. Repeat for 4 weeks. Your body will respond. Testosterone is not just a number, it is a reflection of how you live. You either create a lifestyle that demands strength, or you drift into one that rewards weakness. No supplement can outwork bad habits. No shortcut can replace discipline. The decline isn't inevitable, but it is automatic if you do nothing. So the real question is simple. Are you going to keep accepting a lower standard of yourself? Or are you going to build the version of you that actually deserves respect? Comment the habit you're fixing first. And if you're serious about rebuilding your strength and edge, subscribe. Because masculinity isn't given, it's built. No one is going to fix your life for you. You either rise or you fade.